Hello, friends. Velma here from Leaders Pathway, the place where leaders go to grow. Now, in our last episode, I asked you a question that most people don't ask, but absolutely should. And that question is this: what's your biggest challenge or struggle right now? It's a hard question, and it's even a harder one to have to answer. But you didn't hold back. I got emails, direct messages, smoke signals, you name it, and I loved every word of it. So thank you. And now I figured it's only fair that I share my answer to this same question with you. So let me share my biggest leadership struggle with you. Now, fair warning, this ain't gonna be glamorous. It's not the kind of thing you brag about on a resume, but it's real. And maybe, just maybe, it's the same thing you've been wrestling with too. My biggest struggle as a leader was my mouth. Yep, you heard that right. I've always been a communicator. I love words. I use them for a living now as a speaker and a coach and a trainer and an author. But back in my corporate days, my words, well, let's just say they didn't always work in my favor. I was direct, decisive. I wanted clarity. But what I got instead was confusion, conflict, and coworkers who started avoiding me in the break room. Does that sound familiar? It may not be you, but I'm sure it's somebody that you know. See, my friend, I thought I was being truthful, and I didn't want to beat around the bush. I didn't want to create confusion. I wanted results. But what I didn't realize was that I wasn't connecting and communicating in a way that connected. I wasn't communicating to connect with others. I was communicating to control. So here's a question for you. Have you ever said something that was technically right, but totally wrong in how it landed? Yeah, that was me. And then came Paul. Let's just call him Paul for the sake of the conversation. My story goes like this. Paul was my boss, a new boss, and it was at a time during my biggest challenge in the communication of leadership. And Paul, God bless him, he saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. I remember the story like it was yesterday. We were sitting across from each other in his office, me at 5'2" with my heels on, and him about 6'2". Now you could see how intimidating this could feel. And I remember his words. Velma, you're a great marketer, but you're failing as a leader. Ouch. That stung. But what he said next, that's what changed the future of my leadership. Paul went on to say, but Velma, I believe in you, and I want to invest in your leadership development. So I'm sending you for some training. Now listen, I love to learn. I was pumped. I'm going to training. Until I found out that training was going to be 12 weeks, 3 hours a night, after work on my time. I got to go to work and go to training. At first I was thinking, so you're telling me my reward for being blunt is homework? But y'all, that 12-week training program changed my life. And it changed it for the better. What I learned in that course, what I learned from the people in that class, I have since gone on to teach leaders around the world. And this is the big takeaway. Communication is not just about what you say. It's about what the other person hears, feels, and remembers. I learned that truth doesn't have to be harsh to be honest. I learned that clarity without compassion sounds like criticism. And I learned that communication is the gateway to connection, trust, and real leadership. Today, I teach this stuff the very thing I struggled with the most, I'm now certified in. My struggle with communication has become the very thing I now use to help others lead and live better. Funny how that works, right? So, if you've ever felt misunderstood, if you've ever walked away from a conversation thinking, why didn't that land the way I meant it to? Why did I say it like that? Why do they hear something that I'm not saying? Then I want to help you. Because I know firsthand, communication is the make or break skill for leaders. Not just in business, but in your marriage, in parenting your children, in your friendships, with your teams, every single relationship. Communication is what matters. And research backs it up. See, companies lose over $37 billion annually due to miscommunication. That's billions with a B, my friend. And let's not even start on how many relationships go sideways for the same reason. So let me ask you, what if the way you communicate is the very thing standing between you and the life you want to lead? If that hit home, I've got something for you. It's a free guide. Yep, totally free, and it's called Reveal Your Communication Blind Spots. It'll help you uncover the hidden habits in communication that just might be blocking your ability to connect. I want you to communicate with clarity and compassion. Because see, when you remove those barriers, you connect, you lead, and my friend, you will live life better too. So go ahead and grab it. It's free and it's powerful, and it's just for you. Click the link in the show notes, or you can visit leaderspathway.com and go over to the resources page. It's all there waiting for you. Well, all right, my friend, that's it for today. You've heard my biggest struggle, and if my struggle with communication is your struggle too, shoot me an email at velma@leaderspathway.com and let me know, hey, I struggle with communication too, because I want to help you just like Paul helped me. You're not alone, and you're on this journey with me together. So until next time, keep using your voice because your voice matters. God bless.